Hello again, everyone. It's Vince Forer from TradingWinds.com, and this is our update for August 14th, 2019. Let's take a quick look at today's markets. Well, it was the worst day of 2019, an absolute bloodbath on Wall Street today, after bonds continue to soar and those bond yields continue to drop. Today, the Dow Jones Industrial Average was lower by 800 points, going out at the close here at the lows of the day and in real jeopardy of taking out this recent low. The S&P 500 was lower by 85. You can see moving back from well above that trend line back to well below and in real jeopardy of taking out this low, which is key. The NASDAQ 100 down 242 points, and the Russell 2000 was lower by 43. So sharp losses across the board. Here's TLT, the ETF for the 20-year Treasury, soaring to new highs here. The whole bond market was higher. The yield on the 10-year note was down to 1.581, but the real issue is that the 2-year note was at 1.579, so very, very, very close, pretty much at par. And as we've been talking about, if that yield curve inverts, which is pretty much there, it's a real strong sign of an upcoming recession. So that's what spooked the markets here today, or continues to spook the markets, among other things. Crude oil selling off again, really closing well off its lows of the day, but still finishing lower by $2.15, or over 3.5%. This after another surprise build in U.S. crude stockpiles, while gold futures spiked 1320. Or 0.87%. Again, investors seeking a safe haven in gold is going to be the beneficiary of that. The dollar moving nicely higher today. Now, after market hours, it's early. The futures just reopened, but we are down slightly, about 50 points on the Dow. But Canopy Growth, another cannabis-related stock, getting a lot of attention after hours and not in a good way. They reported quarterly earnings, reported a much, much wider loss than expected. Came in with a loss of $1.28 billion. Now, $1.2 billion had to do with a one-time charge related to the expiry of warrants held by Constellation Brands. Was part of their deal earlier, but the stock getting beaten up after hours. It is lower by $3.59, or about 11.25%. We'll see where that opens tomorrow. One thing that looks kind of obvious since we closed out at the lows of the day here is we could most likely expect a gap lower tomorrow. So keep an eye on the futures overnight and pre-market tomorrow morning. They will give you a good idea of where we're about to open. Okay, that's about it for now. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you on our next update.